Welcome, everybody. So, in session 97, I mentioned how I had a dream about gut instinct with a friend and a colleague, Yoel Genin. And I mentioned to you how I texted him right after I had my dream, and it turned out that the message about gut instinct was exactly what he needed. And it's amazing how connected we all are on a deep level. So, in session 97, I simply talked about what intuition or what gut feelings are and the mischievous culprits who get in the way. And today, as promised, I wanted us to explore how to trust our gut. And I got amazing insight from two beautiful writers, Karen Young and Emily DeSantis, for this one. So, intuition, that knowing feeling, is like most things that speak with a quiet voice. If we tune in, if we truly listen, the potential is life changing. Every person on the planet has intuition, but not every person chooses to listen to it. Intuition is the way the subconscious mind communicates with the conscious mind. And so here are a couple of ideas that you could use to make sure that your intuition is flourishing and you are ready to receive its guidance. So, first off, just listen. It sounds simple, right? And it is. No tricks here. Your intuition cannot talk to you if you're not listening. When you start taking notice, good things will happen, and just being quiet is already an amazing thing to do. Secondly is trust your gut feeling. And when I'm talking about that now, I'm talking about the literal gut, because research suggests that emotion and intuition have a physical presence inside our gut. The gut is lined with a network of neurons and is often referred to as the second brain. It's known as the enteric nervous system, ENS, and it contains about 100 million neurons, which is more than the spinal cord and the peripheral nervous system, but less than the brain. That's why we have this, oh, I'm feeling sick in my stomach when, let's say, you're nervous about something, or you have to make a tough decision, or if you realized you made a mistake. Thirdly is notice sensations in your body. Intuition is grounded within the body, inside our sensations. So, learning to recognize what is going on within the body, what you're feeling, is key to developing intuition. While we might use the term feeling and sensation interchangeably, there is a difference. Specifically, what we're interested in is understanding how our body feels in response to an emotion. For example, you might say, okay, I'm angry. What you sense within you might be tightness, might be soreness, maybe you're feeling hot, maybe you have a flash of heat, or you feel tingly. Rather than simply naming the emotions like sad or angry or frustrated and stopping there, if you are able to tap into what your physical experience is, then whether your jaw is tightening or your shoulders are raised, you can actually stay out of your head where you risk being sort of whisked away by your thoughts, and instead tune into the body itself. And you may have to start out as just an observer, noticing with interest what is happening to your body in response to different stimuli and emotions. And you could do some sort of guided meditation, um, or even things like where you bring a specific memory and you see how it makes your body react. It's pretty crucial and really tells you things. The other thing is to let bad feelings go. When we are feeling, in a space of negativity, um, sometimes you cannot make an intuitive choice if you are already feeling super angry or super upset at the time. So you might have to wait for that feeling or that, I would say, emotion to pass, or let it go, try to release it before you can tune into what your intuition is telling you, what your gut is telling you. Connecting with people is also a very interesting thing. Observing other people, observing their tone, their volume of speech, their body language, their gestures, this all contributes to the meaning that we give our interactions with people. Sometimes you have a feeling about a person, right? But you can't put a finger on what what is that? Some people might seem distant or distracted or uninterested, and often these are not spoken, but you pick it up. You start to read people, and the ability to pick up on thoughts and feelings and intentions of others is referred to as empathic accuracy. And the more time we spend with people, the more time we observe them, we can tune into our empathic accuracy, and that adds to your own intuition as well. Plus, being deliberate about who you're hanging around with. Some people add to the noise in your head, some people listen and give you space and are supportive without pushing their own agenda on you. So I think just being aware of who you're hanging out with, especially when you have to make a decision about something, is super helpful. Of course, just slow down, clear your mind, maybe take a break, and focus on you. Ask good questions. What do I really need here? What is important for me? This is one of the times when it should be all about you. It's good for it to be all about you. Give yourself permission to do just that. And if you find your focus shifting to other people and their needs, notice and purposefully return your attention back to being curious about what you need and want, because that is where you will find your intuition. You will find that answer. Your intuition is part of your highest, wisest self. So make sure the focus is squarely on you. And lastly, use your dreams well. I was so happy to read this particular point because, that's where this entire topic of talking about intuition came from. Dreams are the brain's way of processing information that is left over from the day. They are rich with valuable data, experiences, memories, learnings. All these things are sort of swirling around in our mind, in our brain. And so when we pay close attention to dreams, sometimes they can provide information that we may not be able to access when we are awake. And one method that I've heard people try is that just before they fall asleep, they turn their attention for a minute to any unresolved things or problems in their life. But instead of focusing on the problems, they imagine a beautiful outcome, a beautiful option, a total resolution, and then just drift off to sleep. So it's almost like you envision or you conjure up these thoughts of how this whole thing could be solved, and then just close your eyes and let your brain do the rest. And it's very interesting what kind of things get revealed through our dreams. Now, having said all this, intuition is powerful and can lead to amazing insight, but it doesn't mean that we follow it blindly, right? It's still important to use common sense. It's still important to use a balance of rationality. You do need to harmonize both things. A little bit of rationality, a little bit of your gut feeling. Both of these are so important. Intuitive and rational parts of the brain. Super, super important. So, as it's Friday, let's breathe. And without any other intention, just keeping quiet. What is your body telling you right now in this moment? What is the still, quiet voice within you asking you for? What is your inner child seeking right now? What is the answer that is already within you? All right, beautiful people. Oh, two more times extra for Sunny. All right. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. And I will see you very soon. Actually, tonight, or I guess in India it's tomorrow early morning at 6 a.m. We have a show with Women of the World. It's called Knock Knock. It's our Knock Knock concert series. And this is our second of our Black Voices Amplified concert series. And we have another four amazing Black artists that we're going to be featuring. So check it out on the WOW, the Women of the World Facebook and YouTube pages. And I will hope to see you then. If you're awake at 6 a.m. in India, in Boston, it's at 8:30 p.m. tonight and 6 a.m. tomorrow in India. All right, everyone. Have the best day. I'll see you soon.